Good morning. April is here, April 1st. We got ourselves a Wednesday day game slate. So we're trying to get this video out early so y'all can get access to everything and get after it. Once again, what a wonderful day yesterday in the WAP. Let me know how you guys did too. I mean, we had some pretty good calls. A lot of guys that we were on for home runs went deep. Let me look at some of just the names that I called out yesterday that I liked and go over that real quick because it's kind of crazy. We ended up being one off. Let me double screen this real quick. Yesterday was a great day though. I had fun. Yesterday. I felt like every read we were on was just like dialed in. Overall on the plays that I posted, 9-2 record, 7.9 unit profits, 61% ROI. 2 days ago we had a 6-0 record with an 81% ROI, another 8 unit profit about. We're cooking right now. This is what we took yesterday. Corbin Carroll bases, Fried strikeouts, Hunter Brown strikeouts, Amaya for a hit, Giancarlo hits, runs, RBIs, two-legger of Owen Cassidy and Jordan Lawler to strike out, Marquez over 2.5 earned runs. That hit in the first inning in the first 3 batters. Juan Soto hits, runs, RBIs. We did lose here. Brandon Marsh didn't strike out. Ref Snyder did twice. And we also lost on Marcy, hits, runs, RBIs. He had 1. We needed 2. And then we hit on Drake Baldwin, hits, runs, RBIs, first at bat homer. So we only missed 2 plays by 1 strikeout and 1 hit run RBI, so we almost had a full sweep. It was a crazy day. It was a crazy, very, very good day. And then from the home run perspective, obviously these are all long shots. These aren't main unit plays. We're throwing a unit and a half, 2 units on play, throwing like 0.1, right? Much less. We had Corey Seager, Kyle Schwarber, and Giancarlo Stanton on our slip. One of our slips we took. Oh, that made me so mad, man. Giancarlo, I thought he hit a home run. Twice I saw in-play runs on the relap, and I was like, oh, he did it. Both times were like a single, and then the second was a double that he smoked 112 off the bat. So we were really close to cashing our first home run mega lay of the year. Just missed on that. And our 1-to-1,000 slip, this is our 1-to-1,000 slip. I run this every day where I try to turn $1 into 1,000. These are the 4 legs we took. Every single one of these guys, all 4, hit a ball to the wall. All 4, look at these. Boom. All the way to the wall, 100 miles an hour, 307 feet, just a little bit too low on the launch angle. A little bit higher, that's gone. Boom, 109 miles an hour off the bat, 20-degree launch angle, 380 feet, boom, to the wall. If that was, once again, 2 degrees higher on the launch angle, 22 degrees, it's a home run. 103, 20-degree launch angle. If that's 22 degrees, that's gone. 98 miles an hour, 23-degree launch angle, 310 feet. Not that far, but it's right in the corner on the wall. A little bit, maybe 100 miles an hour off the bat, 2 miles an hour more, that's gone. Like, you can't make it up. We were so close on all 4 guys. None of them hit a homer. All 4 of them hit a ball to the wall. So very unfortunate on the 1-to-1,000, but that's literally $1. We're going to hit this at some point soon. Probably going to hit this multiple times this year. So very excited about this. So let's get into today's breakdown. If you want to join the WAP and get in on these types of plays where I'm absolutely smoking the market right now, wap.com/RudeBets. Use code RUDE for 25% off. And if you're listening, you can use code HOMERUN for 50% off your first month. That promo is going away soon. That's for MLB being back. So code HOMERUN for 50% off. Lastly, stream is presented by Kalshi. If you guys are not on Kalshi yet, get the heck on Kalshi right now. Use code RUDE to sign up. You get a free bonus if you use code RUDE when you sign up on Kalshi, RUDE, code RUDE. You can see at the bottom of the screen. Sign up for Kalshi. It's a great place to take home runs, honestly. That's my favorite use case for it is futures and home runs. You take futures there, and then also it's great to say, like, you know what, Shohei's not hitting a home run today. You know, you're going to get a maybe like minus 180 on it, honestly. You probably get some pretty darn good odds on Shohei no home run props. He's ice cold right now. Same with Cal Raleigh. It's a great place to be taking that. So sign up for Kalshi. All right, for today's little slate here, what do we got? We got 15 games. 15 games. But I will note, today is the first day of the season that the Aces are on their second rotation. So basically, it's like opening day all over again in terms of pitching matchups. All the Aces are back on the mound for most of these teams. So, might be a tough day for hitters. We'll have to get in there and look. But definitely the Aces are back, which we'll have to see. We're not going to go through all 15 games. Make sure you drop a subscription here on the YouTube, by the way, too, if you haven't subscribed yet. We're not going to go through all 15 games. If you want to go through more of the games, once again, come join wap.com/RudeBets, and you'll get access to this model right here and play around with it. We'll start with A's Braves. Most disappointing hitter on the year so far for me is Nick Kurtz. We didn't touch him yesterday. I had him on my most disappointing list. I think he went 0 for 4, maybe 4 strikeouts, something like that. It was rough. It's been rough pickings here for Nick Kurtz. Yeah, it's been really tough. Chris Sale going up against Luis Severino. Sale, you can tell he's getting a little old. Root on the best. I don't know, Hondo, man. I'm cooking. I'm kind of cooking. You're cooking too, but I'm cooking. I promise you. You've seen it. I've had 2 8-unit profit days in the last 2 days. Or 3 days. 2 out of the last 3 days I've had 8-unit profits. Crazy. We did have a negative day in between, but it wasn't terrible. Like maybe like 3 units down or something. So overall, we're up 13 units in the last 3 days. Shea Bangaliers, man. Plus 480. I don't mind that. Plus 488 is fair value for him. I don't hate it. Versus lefties, he hasn't had too many at bats. He has 2 homers though. 99 average exit velo, 40% hard hit rate, 100% home run to fly ball ratio. Since spring training, essentially. This matchup is a little bit tough on the pitch mix, though. That's the one concern here. Can't say I love that. Cannot say I love that. Fastball, though, he looks good on, and that's what Chris Sale throws a lot. His most pitch is the slider. This is the problem. Springer got me yesterday at a 4-teamer for plus 17,000. Dang. What was you got Springer for a homer? Model was good yesterday. Everything was like, took a lot, like I said, I took a lot of those guys on hits, runs, RBIs. They all were hitting. Plus a lot of the home run guys. I mean, I had like 3 home run slips, and over 50% of the guys on my slips hit home runs. I just didn't pair them correctly. If I would have swapped out Giancarlo for Hunter Goodman, that's a cash. Yeah, that's frustrating. Because I did love Hunter. Giancarlo had a good day. He smoked the ball. He just didn't get it in the air enough. Springer, Schwarber, Seager, Goodman. Oh, yeah, we also really liked Seager. We had Seager on a slip, too. Oh, that was the one with Stanton. Yeah, man, that's tough. 3 out of 4 is close. Four-leggers are so hard. They're so hard. But it'll come around. But anyway, for Shea Langeliers today, like the real problem here is just the slider. It's his worst pitch as a batter, and it's Chris Sale's best pitch and one of the best sliders in baseball. 1.96. Anything above like 1 is really good. So if you get to, like 2 is like the highest you'll see. So this is very, 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 very good. So that scares me a little bit, but I think for 480, the value is not bad for Shea Langeliers today. Other than that, though, probably wouldn't touch anybody else in this game. I mean, negative 9% home run ballpark factor. Severino, is he a meatball thrower? No, he's not. 2.27 home run rate only. A full percent less than average, so good at limiting home runs from him. Sale, obviously, he's getting older, but last year was dominant, 2.16. So, yeah. Move on to the next game. Orioles, Rangers. Evaldi versus Rogers. And once again, man, these are 2 good pitchers. These are 2 really good pitchers for home runs. Like, not allowing home runs, sorry. Good for the pitcher, not for the batter. Well, Rogers is insane. Do you see my plus 62 unit day? Plus 62? No, I didn't see that. Where'd you have 62? $62 units? Where'd you put? Oh, there it is. I see the top. I didn't know. Damn, what the hell? How'd you go up 62 units on 2 bets? You hit a parlay. Was that a lay or something? Or did you nuke it? Nuke. I see. Damn. That's crazy. Anyway, Rogers doesn't give up homers, man. He does not. And Evaldi, I don't think he does either. Yeah. So there's nothing in this game. Might look at pitchers here, though. You could look at Evaldi for strikeouts, possibly, or Rogers for, I don't know, fantasy score if you're on prize picks, outs, something like that. Drake who? Like the artist, like the music? Bro, the weather's turning. Or are you talking about Drake Baldwin? Baldwin? He went yesterday. I'm good on him today. You're good. I think I'm good on Baldwin. I just don't like this home run rate from Severino. I just don't like it. I just don't think he's worth his odds. That's all. He's been red hot though. Baldwin he's been smoking it. Last 10 bats in play, balls in play, 95 exit velo. Last 5, 94. 20% barrel rate across both. A couple homers. Like he's been good, but he went yesterday. I'm good on him. So nobody in the first 2 games outside of Langoliers that I think are worth home run plays there. Pirates Reds. This is gonna be Skeens, isn't it? Yeah, it's Skeens versus Abbott. Like I said, man, the aces are out today. This is a pitcher day, in my opinion, so far. The aces are out. Paul Skeens is not getting smoked again today. He's just not. And Andrew Abbott, no. It is not happening. It's not happening. Nats Phillies. Cavalli versus, Chris Sanchez. No home run Wednesdays. I mean, honestly, it might be. Look at Chris Sanchez's home run rate last year. Look at that, 1.49. You might not find one lower than that, especially somebody with this sample size, like the amount of innings he pitched. Like, I mean, come on, man. Come on. Hold on one second. Let me show you guys something. You see this right here? I forgot to upload something. So give me 2 seconds. That's why I was pulling an NA. I forgot to upload something. So I'm going to full screen myself. And I'm going to upload that. It'll take maybe 30 seconds. So, my bad. I told you guys, I'm rusty right now. Especially like early morning today. With these Wednesday day slates, I'm getting up a lot earlier trying to get the site updated for everybody to use. And then also get the videos recorded so people can watch it all before these games start at like early afternoon. You know what I mean? So, I'm a little rusty. Apologies for the slight delay. If you're on YouTube, you can skip ahead like 1 minute. And we'll be back in it. But for the people on Twitch, I'm rusty. Okay. All right. I knew exactly what I did there, too. I know exactly why that didn't pull in. There we go. All right. And upload. Now we wait 2 seconds. All right. And now let me just double check that it's done. Let me just check that it's done. There we go. All done. Okay. Sorry about that. So now they're pulling in. Okay. Today's nuke day, bro. I don't know, man. If you found something cool, just let me know what it is. It's hard, man. I got a dev that helps me with this stuff, and the response time's very slow. So it takes a while to get stuff implemented right now. That's the problem. So, I think we can for sure target Phillies batters today. We're not going to touch any of the people against Chris Sanchez, but we can definitely look at targeting Cade Cavalli today. We loved Schwarber, we liked Harper, and we liked Adalis yesterday. 2 out of those 3 went deep. Today, I mean, Harper's got to get back on track. What's his? He's sitting at plus 350. I mean, I think Schwarber goes back-to-back today. I think Schwarber goes back-to-back today with a home run. He's 0-for-4 versus Cavalli. I do not care. I don't really put too much weight into that. I put a lot of weight into this pitch mix. Very favorable matchup. Schwarber is really good against fastballs. That's what Cavalli throws. It's not that good, so yeah. I'm good on Schwarber to hit another homer today. Big good weather boost, 23% for home runs. Yeah, I'm good on Schwarber hitting one today, and I wouldn't be surprised if Harper did. But I don't think you can trust Harper right now. I'm probably not going to take him at 350. I don't think those odds are worth it. If they were giving me Harper in the 400s, plus 400, I would do it. Maybe you wait throughout the day and see if Harper's odds go down. I doubt they will, but you could wait and see. Get him at 400. But Schwarber today, definitely a good play. Definitely a good play. Rockies, Blue Jays, Kyle Freeland going up against Gosman. Gosman's home run rate pretty solid, not crazy. And Freeland, yeah, that's actually something that's not terrible. We could target that. Um, I'm not going to take anybody to hit a home run against Gosman, but against Freeland, I mean, he's back in play. JP, he's back in play. He's right back in play, man. Yeah, he's back in play. I might be in on him. Plus 330 though. Oh my gosh. Maybe not. I mean, it depends. If the options are that limited across the slate, you got to be back in on him at but plus 330, it's not really that favorable. Versus lefties. He had that double or a couple last at bat against a lefty or last ball in play against a lefty. 103 exit velo. Other than that, it's been kind of weak. But George Springer's decent against lefties. 2 for 3 against Freeland. He's 100% in play for hits, runs, RBIs today, though. Or a hit. I wouldn't say 100%. But his hits, runs, RBIs, I mean, if he, 1.5, minus 160, I would take him around there. I would take him around the minus 160 at 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. But his line's probably going to be 2.5, and then it's not worth it. Total bases over 1.5, minus 138. You could probably get George Springer total bases at like plus 110. If I had to guess, you probably can get around 110. So definitely, I think Springer's a good person to potentially target today. Pitch mix is good too, 7.15. So I like that. Vladdy, if we can get his home runs plus 300 for this guy is crazy. Yeah, I mean, I'd be in on Vladdy for hits, runs, and RBIs. I'd be on Vladdy for other props. Total bases for Vladdy could be a good one. Hits, runs, RBIs is probably going to be 2.5 again, but still plus 103 on his 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs. But at that point, for him to get 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs, most likely path to getting 3 hits, runs, RBIs is just a home run at that point. So I don't think I would ever take a 2.5 line unless it's just like an insane spot. But if I'm taking a 2.5 line, the only times I ever really do that is if it's a leadoff hitter that's in a really good spot. Like Yandy Diaz, I've taken him for 2.5, but that's about it. So maybe it would be more so a 1.5 total bases for Vladdy today is a better play, or for a hit. Yeah, that's kind of it for these guys that look any sort of way. White Sox, Marlins. Shane Smith going up against Sandy Alcantara. Oof. Sandy's a tough one for me, man. I feel like he can be so good, but he's just sometimes he is so good too. He's inconsistent. Very inconsistent. Colson at plus 430. I like this. Colson at plus 430, I do like a lot. I think that's a very good play. 475 on MGM. Yeah, Colson Montgomery, this is a good play for a homer. Colson's in play today. I will be taking Colson at that level. 100%. He's really the only play in this game. His pitch mix isn't great, 4.3. I don't love that. But with all the aces on the mound today, this is going to be one of the better plays you're going to find. He's going to be one of the better options today. And he's good on the fastball, which is the biggest pitch thrown. So, yeah, I like him. We're going to skip Mets Cardinals. Rays Brewers, we're also going to skip. It's 2 good pitchers on the mound. I mean, Rasmussen going up against Miz. I already know Hondo's play on this game. I mean, he's going to take it. 100% he's taking Miz on strikeouts. But what's the Rays strikeout rate? 11th, 8.2 a game total. And that includes bullpen, by the way. That's not just against starters. They strike out 8.62 times per game total. But Miz going for 8 strikeouts, 4 hits, 2 earned runs. Yeah, I could see it. You could take Miz for walks too. I wonder if there's like a pitcher walks line for Miz. That might be a good one to look at. How many walks do we have him allowing? Projected walks 3. Yeah, I could see a little Miz walks play going too. Actually, that might be a really good option. Underrated line. Nobody's really looking at. Jacob Mizrowski over 2.5 walks. Definitely one I'm gonna look at. Let me go look at that right now. Actually, you need Plavo? I know. Oh, you do both together? All right, Mizrowski, players, pitchers, pitcher walks a lot. They don't even have the line, bro. Okay. What's crazy is like walks is such a good. I feel like you can make so much money on walks, but they never have lines. Like only like 1 or 2 books have lines, and then you're stuck with whatever they offer. Very frustrating. Red Sox, Astros, Crochet, oof, versus Burrows, oof. Yeah, it's a tough one. Angels, Cubs, negative 39% ballpark factor. Kikuchi going up against Boyd, another tough one. Another really tough one. Tigers, D-backs, Scoop. Oh my God, School versus Gallon. I mean, I guess you could target Gallon here today. Riley Green for a homer. Riley Green for a homer. Kerry Carpenter could be one too. But I'm gonna guess his odds are not something I'm interested in. So let me just check. Let me check. Kerry Carpenter plus 400. Okay, that's what we got him at. It's exactly what we got him at. Carpenter's definitely okay at 400 and plus 430 for Riley Green. I really like that. I'll probably be on Riley Green today. I'll be on Riley Green today for a homer. Riley Green, Colson, Montgomery, right there. I got 2. I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna like add these on my 1 to 1,000 right now as we go through this. So Riley Green, Colson, Montgomery. Okay. The games start at noon today, Hundo. You're gonna miss all the games if you post that late. It's all day games for the most part. There's only a couple games after that. Let's see. Riley Green. Okay. We're ready. We got 2 down. We need to find a couple more here. But I really like Riley Green today. I mean, relative to the slate. Not like my favorite play I've ever seen in my life, but relative to what we have to work with, I really like it. Yankees, Mariners, Brent. Okay. Giancarlo. Okay. Hold on. Let's see. Aaron Judge at plus 285. That's not worth it. Every time I say Judge isn't worth it, though, he hits a home run. So just make note of that in your head. Grisham at plus 520. That's not bad. Grisham at plus 520 is not bad. The Lauder for a home run. I don't have any thoughts on rookies yet. There's not enough data. Sometimes you'll see that a guy goes and hits like 4 homers in the beginning of the year, and then next thing you know, that was just like a stroke of luck or whatever. I'd rather give him more time. So I'm waiting like a month to actually get the rookies going. 5 games, 6 games is not enough for me. Brent's got a little bit of a tough matchup here, but he was smoking it yesterday. Look at this. 100, 98, 105, 92, 92, 98, 99. Frank Grisham last 5, 60% hard hit rate, 97 average exit velo. Last 10, 40% fly ball rate, 60. Like, these are good. These are good. Same with Murakami, yeah. I mean, well, Murakami, I do think he'll be a good home runner. That guy's, he's not like, he's a rookie, but he's also been a pro in Japan for like, what, 7 years or something? Like a 4-time MVP. He's a little more like I mean, he's like Shohei in the sense that like you know what you're getting from him kind of thing. He's not a guy who dominated AAA or whatever. So I like Grisham at the plus 520 mark, man. I think I'm gonna get in on. I'm gonna add that to my list too, real quick. All right, we got Grisham in there. And we might be able to throw Schwarber in. That's our 4. Cal Raleigh, not going to be worth it at 488. Yeah, plus 280. I'm not ready for Cal yet. Kind of the only one on the Mariners that even be interested. So yeah, Trent Grisham really is the best value play in this game for sure. Giancarlo's the highest probability. Judge is second. Grisham's third. But for the odds, Grisham's really good. And obviously, you look at Judge for potentially total bases, Grisham for total bases or hits, runs, RBIs. Giancarlo for hits, runs, RBIs or total bases too. Those have been pretty good plays lately. So Giants Padres gonna be a nothing burger. Yeah, Hauser versus Pivetta is a nothing burger. Twins Royals. Buxton. Oh, okay. Buxton's been quiet this year. Byron Buxton plus 255. Oof, that's not great. Plus 340 on MGM though. I do like him at plus 340 on MGM. I think that's pretty darn good. 522 on the pitch mix. That's okay. Pretty neutral. Versus lefties though, Buxton crushes them. So today's probably the day Buxton goes deep. Look at these exit velos. Average of 94, 28% barrel rate versus lefties. Like, yeah, Buxton's probably going deep today. Very, 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 very good chance Buxton goes deep. Oh, 22% chance. But with those exit velos, which aren't really factored in yet to a model, I like him. I think I like him more than 22%. 340 on MGM, though, outstanding line. It's an outstanding line. On the other side, the problem is a lot of these guys' numbers. Here's the issue with the Royals when it comes to the model right now in its current state using 2025 data. The Royals vastly changed their ballpark to be much more home run friendly. Problem is when we're using a lot of the modeling from last year's data, it's factoring in that they had the hardest ballpark to hit home runs in. So 81 games that they played in, they probably didn't have great home run numbers. So their home run probabilities are going to be lower because it's still considering the old ballpark when now they're playing in a favorable ballpark. So these will change drastically as they start to hit more homers in this ballpark. And as we get the data for 2026 flowing, you're going to see these guys go up for sure. But for now, I mean, I'd probably say you could add another 5% to any of them because of the ballpark. They're looking at like 18% for Vinny, 19% for Carter, Jensen, and Salvi. I think that's fair. I think that's very fair to attribute a little bit more on their probabilities. The one thing here, though, is their pitch mixes just aren't great. So for me, for home runs, I mean, I'm not super inclined. If I had to take somebody from this team, though, Salvi's not a bad option at 425. Vinny's not a bad option at 425 either. So, but we got to wait, I think, a little bit more to see if the changes to the ballpark actually make a pretty big impact on the field. And then Guardians, Dodgers, probably nothing here. Gavin Williams versus Yamamoto. Like, I don't know who you take for a homer here. Shohei at 27%. I mean, Shohei, he's got to hit his first homer. Right? He doesn't go this long without a home run. You know what I mean? I wish you'd asked about that, Mello, because he was well, first of all, let me just say this. Pitcher outs, I think, is the hardest and potentially one of the worst lines you could take for pitcher props. Because it's a very situational thing. Like, especially depending on what the score of the game is, like they might just say, you know what, we want to play the matchup, we're going to the bullpen early or whatever, right? Like there's so many factors that can derail that outside of the pitcher. Like the pitcher could be doing great and they just decide like, well, we want to play a lefty on lefty against Shohei, we're going to take him out. Like whatever, you know what I mean? So pitcher outs is, in my opinion, a very difficult line. But secondly, DeGrom was injured, right? He missed his start earlier in the season. He was supposed to start like 2 or 3 games ago and they didn't start him because he was dealing with an injury. They delayed him a few days, and then they put him in. And if you looked into it, they said that he might be on a pitch limit, which he was. So that's tough. If he was healthy, he probably would have cleared that for sure, but his line wouldn't have been 14.5. They, yeah. They pulled him early. Same with Woodruff. Woodruff only went 67 pitches yesterday because he was dealing with an injury. So some of these older guys, yeah, it's one of those things. Like either you know or you don't know, but in general, I would just, yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's hard to know because it wasn't like publicly announced. You had to like kind of know. But yeah, if you Googled DeGrom yesterday, you just seen they were talking about how he's dealing with an injury. And anytime you see a pitcher dealing with an injury, stay away because they're probably going to be on a pitch limit. Especially if it's one of their stars, like a DeGrom, a Woodruff, like their best pitchers, Skeens, any of those guys. If they have any sort of lingering injury, they're probably on a pitch limit, even if they don't say it. Anyways, Ohtani at 220 is okay. I think he could go deep today. He has a homer versus Gavin Williams. His last 10 balls in play, for him, weak contact. 83, his last 5 have been terrible. So Ohtani's been on a brutal stretch from his standards. But I think he could get his first homer today. So. And then I've already told you guys this strategy. This is exactly how I went up 8 units yesterday. I looked at hits, runs, and RBIs, sorted the table by that from top to bottom, the most to the least, right? So this is the highest hits, runs, RBIs projection. And then I just looked for guys who had a high pitch mix rating around 7 or above. So like Vladdy today, boom, right there. That's a play I'll probably take. If it gets like slim pickings, I'll go down to like these 5 guys or whatever, 5.99, 5.19. Those are okay. But I want to start looking at 7s and above. Ohtani, another one, good. Schwarber, good. Soto could be good. Like, those are what I'm looking for. And then I'll go do that same thing for total bases. Okay, Ohtani looks good there. Kyle Schwarber, once again, looks good there. Vladdy looks good there. It's similar guys. And then same thing for hits. I'll sort it by hits, and I'll look for guys with high pitch mix ratings. Okay, so Vladdy'd be a guy putting a hit parlay. Right, so not a lot of high pitch mixes today because it's a bunch of aces on the mound. You could also just sort by pitch mix and look at the highest one and then just go from there. You could do that too. But that's how I've been doing it. That's how I've been cashing a ton. Because we're not only looking at the base projection, but we're also looking at how they factor in against that pitcher. And if both align, then likely it's a good play, a very good play. So, and then batter strikeouts, I'm going to run a couple of those lays today again too. It's really hard to find over, or like just for one strikeout. A lot of these lines are 1.5 strikeouts, but if you find one, like Owen Casey yesterday, that was a good one. Amaya, Stevenson, these probably are 1.5 lines, but if you can find some good 1 strikeouts, I like them. And walks, man. I've been trying to find walk lines, but nobody, like, I think DraftKings is the only people that offer a walk line. And they usually suck. Like, Ohtani for a walk today is probably like minus 180. I'm not taking that. So, but batter walks, if you can find those lines, maybe PrizePicks has them, those are pretty solid. The model's really good at those. You look for like 0.8 and above, so I guess these 4 would be the guys I'd look at. Pretty darn good to look at that. But, all right, I'm going to get this up on YouTube so that people can watch it before the games start. I appreciate y'all for hanging out for the stream. Once again, subscribe to RudeBets, wap.com/RudeBets. Get access to the model and all my plays and all Hundo's plays. Get in there, man. Get in there. And I will catch you all tomorrow. Also, lastly, sign up for Kalshi. If you have not yet, use code RUDE for a free little bonus when you sign up with code RUDE on Kalshi. Go sign up for Kalshi if you haven't used it yet, especially if you're in a state that doesn't have regular books and you only have like PrizePicks and Underdog. Go get Kalshi. It's so worth it. You need it if you want to be profitable in this industry. Code RUDE when